Hi there, I'm an Ultimate Iron Man. Sort of. I've divided the Runescape map into 18 regions, all with their own custom-built task system. These tasks provide rewards to me, such as XP and supplies. Every week, I will randomly select one of these regions and I'll be locked to it for 9 hours. Once up, my inventory and ward equipment will be wiped. My bank will be operating on a store-only basis, which means I can never take items out of it. I have compiled a list of RuneScape bosses, and the goal of this series is to kill all of them at least once. With every boss killed for the first time, I'm awarded either the choice of an additional region every week, or the ability to carry over one inventory slot every single week. Lastly, all of this content will be streamed live at twitch.tv/MrFrogRS, so be sure to join in. If you need any more information, make sure you check out the description, or just leave a comment. Without further ado, I bring you Regional Rumble! So stupid. Let's see what we get. Alright, I mean, not quite what I wanted, but I could probably do something with this, I suppose. We'll see next week. Alright, well that's going to be that. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome back to Regional Rumble. This week we are in Northern Kourend. We also have Ardi and I believe Kebos. Conveniently we got Northern Kourend and Kebos, so they're joined together, but probably won't use much of Kebos. Might use Ardi a little bit, but I think most of the focus is going to be on Northern Kourend. I kind of want to work towards trying to get an ancient totem or whatever they're called, the thing to fight Skatizo, because I think what my plan is for this episode is to trade out one of these carryovers for a totem. If we can manage to get a full totem in 9 hours, then we'll be able to fight Skatizo possibly in this episode, or I will carry it over to a week when I can have better prep, but it means I will be able to get it. I'm not too desperate to keep hold of like the red van braces or the rune square shield. I feel like these can be switched out. I mean, especially this if I'm going to get a Dragon Defender at some point anyway. Could probably be switched out at any point, so I don't really mind having to switch that out. So, using the 5 carryovers, we can use one for an item. It does not have to be equipment, so that's the plan for this. Anyway, I'm going to get the timer started. And the first thing I'm going to do is equip all of this. I want to kill some stuff in the catacombs, but I'm going to need food. I don't know if I want to use cakes. I can get sharks from Piscarillius, but I can't cook them, I've just realised. Okay, maybe I have to just settle for cakes then, screw it. Do I want to make them chocolate? Does that really matter? Probably not, actually. I'm just going to stop running around. We're going to steal some cakes. Screw it. I'm just going to collect up some cakes and we'll go down to the catacombs, maybe collect up some money and figure out something else as we go along. I haven't really done that much planning for this week. I just know that I want to get the totem. Things on the side I haven't really looked into. I might look into doing some tasks this week as well in the meantime. But obviously the main focus is going to be getting myself a totem. I really hope that I can do it in 9 hours. I'm pretty sure I can. I mean, obviously it's RNG, so I could get completely screwed over, but we'll just have to see how it goes. Alright, so we have been killing hill giants for about an hour and 10 minutes, somewhere around there. This is the first inventory of food, and I've started to pick up some coins as well, just in case I need some. We've got ourselves a Ranar if I want to make a prayer potion. But the reason I'm making this clip is because I still don't have a totem piece. And, I know that I'm not going to be like on drop rate for it, but I do want to sort of analyze the fact that I don't really want to spend the whole episode doing this. It was an idea if I got lucky, and I also want to train combat stats as well. So I think what I might do is if I get 65 strength and I still don't have a totem piece, I might mix it up and do something else. In the future, when I'm training melee, I'm going to be training attack and not strength because, well, after 65 strength, I want to get 65 attack, and that will allow us to enter the Warriors Guild in Berthorpe. So if we get that in the future, we can work on a defender as well. So that's going to be great. I've looked at some of the tasks that we can do. There are 2 tasks in Northern Kourend that we can do. One is to unlock the minecart to Piscarillius, and the other one is to craft, to smith a T1 set. I'm actually not entirely sure if I've got the level for that, but I think I'm pretty close. I could do both of those tasks, but the reason I never did the Piscarilius task is because it has a reward of 5 prayer potions, which is actually going to be amazing if I want to take on Skatizo in the future. I wouldn't have to collect the prayer potions, I can just grab them from that. So I'm kind of holding off on that so I can get the reward later. I think it'd be a really good idea to sort of wait until I'm ready to kill Skatizo and then grab that. The other one has access to some food. I don't think that's as big of a deal. I think that's got like Kourend ones on that one. I'm just quickly checking. It has the reward set of some runes or Kourend ones. So I might go ahead and do the T1 supply set if I do not get any totem pieces. I think that might be what I go for. Other than that, I'm not really sure what I want to do. I could try and kill lizardmen because I think they're northern Kourend. I'm going to have to double check the map. But if they are, I could go ahead and kill lizardmen. I don't have any anti-poison though, so that might be annoying. Trying to think. Oh, actually, I have Ardy. I think I can get to the super anti-poison spawn. I might collect up some of that and then just kill lizardmen, actually. That gives me more combat training XP, and also we can get Shazy into 100%, so that could be really nice. Also, on top of that, if I get a Xeric's Talisman, I might keep that as a carryover instead of one of these items, because that might be really good as well. This is just a lot of theory craft that's going on in my head. Obviously, I want to train combat. That is the main principle of what I'm doing here. So anything that's going to be using combat training, I'm happy to do. But yeah, there's the plan for now. If we don't get a totem piece by 65, I probably will be moving on somewhere else. It's not going to be a complete waste of time because we've got plenty of combat XP. I have done 30k strength XP so far, so I can't really complain about that. Well, I nearly missed that. We just got the totem base, and it's only because Omnin mentioned in the clan chat that I even noticed. I was talking to the stream, completely not paying attention. But we do have the base. Okay, so we did get the totem base before 65 strength. However, I think what I might do instead... I know I said that if I got it before 65, I'd continue here. But what I'm thinking is, because people have made a very good suggestion, and that is that I can actually access the Forthos Dungeon from here. If I go into the corner, obviously I'm not allowed to go in the overworld, but I can go from here all the way to here. And then I should be able to get to Temple Spiders. I think I might have to go that way around, I'm not sure. But I can go to Temple Spiders, and I can kill them for super anti-poisons. And that'll also give me combat XP, which is obviously what I want. I need to switch to attack, actually. Wait, no. I'm stupid. I haven't got 65 yet. I'm getting confused with the totem base. Anyway, yeah, so I can get anti-poisons from them. And then we can go over to the Lizardmen and top off that as well. We get to 100%. See, carrying over this is the same as carrying over the full totem anyway, because it's only one space, and it will save time in the future. But I also want to top off this anyway. I do want to top off this at some point as well, but I don't know when. I'm not quite sure. I still need to do like the minecarts and stuff, so I'll probably do that to finish it off. But yeah, that allows me to top off the Shazian stuff, get some combat XP. If we got grabby keys, we can't actually use them because I don't have the thieving level for the door. I think it's like 52. If I can hurry up and get this kill, I'll check. It might be possible to get the level for the door because I have access to silk and stuff, and that wouldn't take too long, I don't think. Let's see, other... It's 57. Okay, never mind. Probably not worth doing then. I might want to work on thieving in the future though, because grubby chest is really useful, especially if I want to try and go for a Sarachnis kill in the future. Not anytime soon. I do not have the stats or the gear to do so, and I'm not going to waste my time trying to do it right now and, you know, completely headbutt the floor. But it is nice to know that essentially I can attempt Sarachnis in either northern or southern Kourend, because I'll have access to the Forthos Dungeon as I showed you in the corner. So we could do that as well. But anyway, yeah, I'm going to carry on here till 65, and then I'm going to go and do what I said I was going to do anyway, by killing Temple Spiders instead of going to the Ardy spot, just because then I can get combat XP as well. Okay then, that's going to be an Ancient Shard drop, apparently. I've not even been logged in for that long, about half an hour at this point. Yeah, I'm probably going to get rid of this at some point, because I don't really have much use for it right now. I don't have an arc light, obviously, and the teleports are kind of useless. Also deadly, if I remember rightly. I think one of them sends you into the Spectres, which obviously I don't have the protection for. So, probably won't be keeping this, but still, an Ancient Shard looks pretty cool for the collection log. Alright, so that's going to finish off 65 strength. I just got it over there on the Hill Giants, and we only had one Dark Totem piece during this grind. So we're going to go back up to the overworld. Obviously, we cannot go on the southern side. But what I have decided that I want to do, I've come to the realization of this, is that I want to be able to use grubby keys, and that is at 57, I think it is, thieving. Yeah, 57. Right, now, so I need 7 levels. I was considering doing Silk Stalls, but that is incredibly slow XP. Now, there is one thing that I do know about thieving training on Zaya from Overzealous, and that is the Piscarilius house has a little sort of minigame-esque thing where you can steal from these houses. And basically, you get thieving XP from this, and it's drastically more than the Silk Stalls. Now, there's only one downside to this, is that I have to go and get myself a lockpick, which I should be able to get from Young Implings in Puro Puro. I've got access to, like, Ardy and stuff, so if I can't get Crop Circle on the northern side of Kourend, which I don't actually think there is one. I mean, I have Kebos, actually. I could come over here and do this one. That might be a bit easier. But anyway, we'll go over to Puro Puro. Guess there's a lockpick, and then we can go ahead and do the stealing from the houses minigame over here. According to the wiki, it's like 130k XP an hour. That's with energy potions, though, or stams, which I don't have. So it's probably going to be drastically less than that. But I only need about 100k XP to get the level for the grubby chest. So I'm thinking if I spend like 2 hours doing this, I'll be able to get 57 thieving. We still have 5 hours and 54 minutes left. So I'll still have, what, 4 hours left to grind out some other stuff, like getting some temple spiders kills, getting some anti-poisons, grubby keys from them as well. And then, you know, all the loot from that. I also collected up an Irrit, or 2 Irrits, and a Qualm. I wanted to try and get a second Qualm, but I didn't manage to do that. This will allow me to make some super potions. I can buy the Eyes of Newt, I believe, from the Arceus shop around here. So I'll be able to make the attack potions. And then I can get Vials of Water from there as well, and I've got the stuff to make the super strengths. I just figured that would speed up the temple spider kills a little bit. Obviously, I am going to be going and training thieving first, so I guess I should go ahead and work on that. Like I said, I've got to get the lockpick. I'm just rambling over myself now, sorry. Anyway, yeah, so I'm going to go make some potions. We'll go get the lockpick, and I'll probably see you guys with 57 thieving, or maybe an update depending on how the thieving training goes. That is our lockpick obtained. It didn't take too long. I think it only took like 8 implings to get, and I also restocked some of the impling jars within Elnock. So that's all sorted now. Let's get on to training some thieving. Alright, that is going to be all of the artifacts stolen. Our session is complete, and if we go over and talk to Khalid over here and hand this last one in, this should give us 57 thieving, which of course is going to unlock the Forthos chest in the grubby chest, sorry, in the Forthos Dungeon. And that's going to be great, because now we can use the grubby keys that we get from temple spiders. Along with this grind, we actually did make ourselves some money as well. You do get a little bit of money from doing this. So we're at 23,000 coins right now. And the only downside I have is that it did take a little bit longer than I thought it would. I don't have energy potions of any sort, and I'm also wearing gear that weighs me down rather than graceful. So obviously I can't run that much, and that obviously slowed down the grind. We've got 3 hours 30 left to go, just shy of that. So let's go over to temple spiders, and we'll try and get ourselves some super anti-poisons and some grubby keys. Let's go. So I just wanted to slip this clip in here just to show you guys how I actually get to the Forthos Dungeon, if you've never seen anyone do this before. You go into the catacombs, you go to the southeast corner over here, and you click on this right here, and it takes you right outside where the altar is in the Forthos Dungeon. Now, unfortunately, I can't go through this door. No, I can't. Okay, I have to go through the other one, which takes me to the temple spiders, which is where I want to be anyway. But it is a one-way door, which means I can't actually get back. The way I have to get back is going through up the ladder and then through southern Kourend, which obviously is not a region I have unlocked. However, I am allowed to pass through other regions to get to the regions I'm in. I'm just not allowed to do anything in them, so I'm not allowed to pick up any items. I'm not allowed to gain any XP. I'm not allowed to, you know, anything like that. I can't do anything in those areas. I just simply going through them to get to where I am. So I am allowed to pass through southern Kourend to get back to northern Kourend, which is the only way I can do it anyway, other than by teleporting, which I don't have a teleport either. Let's say I have like a games necklace, I could use that. But anyway, yeah, that's how I get to the temple spiders. Would you look at that? Our first grubby key from temple spiders. Very nice. And we finally have ourselves a super anti-poison drop, which of course I wanted so that I can go and kill lizardmen. That actually took quite a while. So I'm standing here wondering why I can't high alch my items when I clearly have the runes to do it. And then I realised, I'm 54 magic. I never actually got the magic level for high alch. So I guess we're going to have to low alch these. It's a little bit painful, but we might as well do it just to get some magic XP. We're going to be getting rid of the coins and the runes anyway, so it's not like it makes a massive deal. Right, so that's going to just about do it for temple spiders. I wanted to get another dose of super anti-poison, but unfortunately I didn't. We used the grubby key that we had, and we got some sharks, some egg potatoes, ranger potion, which I don't think I'm going to use, but I'm going to hold on to for now. And we've got 1 hour, 45 minutes left. So I think I'm going to spend that killing lizardmen. We got... I'm trying to remember how long it is per dose. 9 minutes, I think, per dose. So that'd be 36 plus 18. So about an hour worth of super anti-poisons. I'm going to have to be collecting food as well. So I think this will do for a while. I don't know how much damage I'm going to take from these. I really don't. The temple spiders were doing some serious work on me. And it made it kind of hard to train there because I had to keep going getting food. And it was an awkward route to get back as well. Obviously, I had to go through the catacombs to do it. So, bit of a pain, really. But anyway, we're going to head over to Lizardmen. Try and find a spot where I'm not getting absolutely piled by them. And just get killing. I want to get the Shazian favor up. I'm not too bothered about getting the talisman right now. I think that's perfectly fine to wait until later. But if I do get it, then I guess I'll take it. So I'm a little bit of an idiot. I completely forgot that this area is single combat. I can't get piled, so it doesn't really matter where I'm standing. I'm always only going to be getting hit by one at a time, so not a big deal. Anyway, I'm going to stay here until I run out of super anti-poison, then probably go back to temple spiders, try and get another drop, and then come here and probably finish off the episode getting a little bit more favor. We're at 24%. They only give 0.1% per kill, so we're not getting a lot, but we are making some progress. If we happen to get the amulet, or talisman, whatever it's called, I've got some fangs here we can add to it, but I don't think it's going to happen. It's pretty optimistic to assume that I'm going to get it as a drop. Alright, so we've got 12 minutes left, and I don't think I'm going to get another super anti-poison. I mean, maybe I get one in a couple of kills if I'm really lucky. We do have 3 grubby keys instead of super anti-poisons, which I'm pretty sure they're rarer, but hey, I don't really mind. We still get combat XP. It just sucks that we're not going to get any more favor. We are at 25.6%. I can always do this in the future. It's not a major deal. But I'm just going to train on these for a bit. I'll use these grubby keys after I run out of food. And then I'll take the food from the chest. And we'll just kill some spiders for a little while. And then we'll wrap up this week. And we'll roll some new regions. Hopefully we can get some bosses that we can actually kill. I don't actually have any in mind at the top of my head, so I guess I'm also hoping to get a region where I can train combat better. We're still 53 attack, so we're going to have to work on that for a while before we can unlock defenders. So I don't really want to get Berthorpe next week, or Trolllands. Don't really want to get that next week because I won't be ready for it yet, but I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. I could always do some tasks. There are tasks that I could have done this week, but as I said before, there are reasons why I haven't done them. The rewards are going to be good to hold off on. So I haven't done them right now. I'm going to go use the grubby keys, and we'll get ourselves some food. Okay, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to leave it at that. Just going to get our combat. That is the week done. We are finished with another week of Regional Rumble. Okay, so before we go ahead and spin the wheel for the next regions, I've had a request to look inside the bank. And before we go ahead and do that, just going to say... we are not going to be keeping the totem piece. I was planning on doing the totem. I had to reconsider, decided it's not really worth it. I know I wasted some time killing hill giants, but we did get some combat XP, so it wasn't a complete waste of time. We are going to carry over the same items as we did before, the 5 armor pieces that we have got, and that is going to be our 5 carryovers. As for everything else... it is all going to get stored in the bank, which we're going to go have a look at now. And this is all the stuff that we have disposed of. 3.51 million. I'm just going to slowly scroll through and you can see all the random stuff we put in here over the time of playing this account on this series. A lot of interesting stuff. We've got 5 grubby keys there. We just had another one from that trip then. I didn't end up using it. I ran out of time. Bunch of a lot of random stuff in here. It's entirely possible I might have to incinerate some of this at some point. For example, the mine runes, because I won't be able to claim them in Lumbridge, because I have them in the bank. I am allowed to use an incinerator, I just cannot take items out. That is simply the way this works. So, that is the bank. You guys got to see that. We've got the 5 items we're carrying over. As I said, let's go ahead and spin some more regions for Regional Rumble. Well, I mean, we got stuff, I suppose. There's definitely stuff that I can do here. Definitely a few tasks that I'd want to look at, but... alright, that's it. We head on to another week of Regional Rumble.